Hello, hello, everybody. We are live. Thank you for joining us today. Okay, we're going to flip through all of these books. So we've got, this is the level 2 course set. If you purchase the course set, it comes with the 2 books, the reading booster C cards, and the course book. The nature reader is a separate optional book that you can purchase that goes along with these cards to kind of give them more reading practice. So let's dive in right into the course book. I'll get these out of the way. All right, let's see. We've got a shadow. What is our shadow over here? Nope. Oh, it's my tripod. That's okay. We'll kind of make it work because it's in the evening so that the kiddos could have me all day and then Dad could put them to bed. We're doing these live because we've got school starting next week and we need to use some of the curriculum. And I figure while I'm filming some of it, I might as well film all of the ones I had on the docket. All right, let's see. This is my first time looking at it. I say this with every level, but I really love that they say, make sure that your child has mastered this before moving on. Unit 1 overview. Now this is a level that I have not done. Well, I have done a level of this with a kiddo because they are in a higher level now. So I have done this one. I believe though they did version 2 even, possibly the previous one. I don't remember which version they did. However, I have the previous version of this with me. And after this live, I will be going live again separately to do a side-by-side comparison. So if you want to check out what has changed, we can take a look at that next. Here's where it's talking about the third reader, introduction, important reminder, okay. The Letter Tiles app, we have a video that is linked in the description box for you that walks through both the Letter Tiles app and the Good and the Beautiful app if you want to take a look at those. We were ready to go live on time. It seems like we're doing pretty good with the technology today so far. I hope I don't speak too soon. We'll knock on wood here. And just as I was about to hit live at 6:59, my grandpa called me. I had to talk to him. It's always great to talk to grandparents. So I enjoyed a little conversation with him, update on how they're doing. And now I get to hang out with you guys for a little bit. One thing that I do love, the difference of, you'll hear me say I love a lot. I love the Good and the Beautiful. I love what they do. I have loved their original level versions that we've done, and every version that they've brought out since has been even better. I love that they're a company of continual improvement. But one thing that I love from the previous version to this one is the separation of the reading instruction from the grammar and everything. They do still have some of it in here, but I like that it's separated out into those booster cards rather than the flashcards, because my kiddos did not love the flashcards, but I think they're going to be excited about the booster card in the book. Writing practice. This is an activity that I did do with my child in the previous version. So this is, I am starting to remember that book, but it was really fun to do the cardinal directions with my kiddo and have them really understand that through this practice. And then they started doing it in their daily life and they really enjoy having that knowledge. So I love how there are so many things taught. So it's such a well-rounded course with so many different topics taught in it that really gives your kiddos a great education. Oh, they have reading comprehension through the journal. That's awesome. I do like that. Oh, and we're going to have some face decorating in this one. That's an activity that my kiddo loved from a previous level. We really enjoyed this activity as well, to point out the different messages. It made that kiddo very observant of the messages being portrayed in different forms of media. Let's see, did I miss a page? Nope. These little circles here are just a kind of a reminder that as you're doing the booster cards, your child needs to have mastered at least this far to start at this section. If they're not that far, pause and work on the booster cards until they are, so that just as it says, do this before starting, we don't want the course material to be too difficult for them that they end up not liking it. We want them to love learning. We have Oh, again, this activity is one that kiddos love. Mapping, the geography book. So in the Good and the Beautiful app, it will read them the book and flip the pages for them, and that's really fun to do. I really appreciate this edition here, where it gives you a way to, it just gives you an audio narration to listen to while you study the painting, which just gives you more of a help in painting study and everything, because art study and theory and all of that, that's not something that I am competent in, so I appreciate the help with that. The assessments here, they will do the purple side. I don't know that this is an assessment. It says a reading assessment. Okay. So they do that there, and I think they do the purple side. And if they need additional practice on that, you'll check it here. And then the next day they'll come back and practice. Usually I'm able to speed this up in my video, so I'm going to try and make it not take too long. Oh, and one thing I will note is that the personal or shared reading in previous levels, when they had that introduced, it was 10 minutes. In level 2, they bump up to 20 minutes. Oh, an About Me book, Writer's Workshop. Awesome. I am so glad that they're stepping them in to these, because I know that in level 4, they have a whole Writer's Workshop book. So it's good that they'll be stepped into that. I am sure that all of my kiddos will want to do that book activity. Oh, awesome. Creative Writing Corner. Watercolor project. Okay, the watercolor, I was seeing watercolor in the supply list when I was looking at it online, and I was not finding it in the book, so I was wondering where that was going to come in. But they are going to do some watercolors. So they do have, that is the art medium in this level, and they're going to go into it a little more than they have in previous levels, it looks like. But it is touched on in level 1. They had one activity that I noticed with it that I pointed out yesterday, and I know that either level K or pre-K, I don't remember which, or not pre-K, but kindergarten prep, one of the two has the introduction to watercolor. So they're introduced to it in the younger levels and able to use it in this one. And then I believe that it is also the medium that is used in level 5. I'm not sure, the new level 5. I'm not 100% sure on that one because I do not have that level yet, but I believe it's also used in that one. Level 4 has chalk pastels. I'm not sure if the new versions are all going to watercolor or if they're going to continue to have a variety of art medium. We'll see. And if you have any questions about this level, the language arts, or the good and beautiful in general, we're going to do, I love that there's no appendix, by the way. Absolutely love that. We're going to do a live Q&A at the end if anybody's here to ask questions. If not, if you're on the replay, then please leave me a comment down below and I will love to answer it. I love being a part of your homeschool journey and I'm honored to help in any way I can. Help in any way I can. There we go. All right, reading booster cards. These are nice cardstock papers and they're just so fun. Master before starting the course. And then you go into, I think these are the ones you need to master. Maybe not. What are we mastering before we start the course then? Master these. All right. Okay. So So they'll get to work on these in each lesson. It will direct you when to work on it. And then if they can just keep going on as far as they are able to go. And if they finish the book, it says to, well, in this case, this is book C. So if they finish it, then hooray. But if they're in other levels and working on, for example, booster card B, they could go into C when they finished it. And you can see here these little circles that say mastered. There are stickers at the end of the book that they can use to put on there when they've completed a card. It makes it kind of fun. And then they have their completed book at the end. And if you want to reuse it for a kiddo in the future, you could just get different kind of stickers and have them put the sticker on top. All right, let's check out these books because in the other levels we have little book packs, and in this level we have books. So we have, I'm not sure which one comes first, but it will probably tell, it probably tells us in the cards. I probably missed that. Let's see. Let's go to a booster card. Yep, with the child read chapter 2 of the reading booster book, Molly and the Falcon. So they are reading through a chapter book, which is an awesome step into reading for later on. You have, oh, that's awesome. The student reads and then the parent reads. I love that. Let's see, let's see if we can do a little. Get the illustrations. That is going to be so fun. My older kiddo and I will read together the books that come in her level. We'll take turns reading a page. It makes it easier for her to get through it and gives us more one-on-one time, which I love. So it's fun to be able to have just different things, to be able to flesh out the whole story with the sections that might be a little harder for the kiddo. Awesome. Okay, let's take a look at Wesley and the Wolves. So here it tells you what the chapters will be working on, which is really cool that they could create a whole chapter book out of the different sections that they're working on. That's just amazing to me. Oh, we've got diversity in here too, even though it's black and white illustrations. That is so fun. I am excited about that. All right, let's check out my third nature reader. So the way that the nature reader works is it lines up right along with, nope, not these ones. You'll see it lines up with the same table of contents. So you'll see in the nature reader here how they have the same. Okay, well, we picked the wolves one, so let's see. Right here, chapter 11 is where it starts in to match up with here, and sight words group 2, and it just kind of lines up. So your child is able to come practice. These are their individual books. So as they need extra practice, or just during their 20 minutes of reading, you can let them read as far as they are based on their letter, and they can reread them during that to enhance their reading and understanding of the words and stuff. So you'll be able to match those up here and bring this in once they've got that for some extra practice. All right, so here we go. We've looked through the whole set. Let's take a look at our comments to see if we have any questions. Let's see, I've got Book Girl on here saying, yay, hello, hello, I'm glad you're here. My daughter will be starting Language Arts Level 2 in January. Awesome. Yes, I love that you can do that just in the middle of the school year. That's the benefit of homeschooling. It can be right at their pace. Let's see. The Good and the Beautiful is just getting more and more outstanding. Every time they release something, it's like Christmas came early at our house. Oh my gosh, for sure. And I think if there's the interest, I think just to have just to build my YouTube library, I'm thinking of getting all of the new science units as they are released and doing videos for them just so that they're available for anyone looking into it. So I'm super excited about that. And we'll possibly do them live. I don't know. How is this working for everybody? Let me know in the comments if the live works for you, if it's acceptable enough that it works to be able to get the content faster. Otherwise, I need to film it and then edit it. And I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so editing can take some time. So being able to do it live just lets me get it out to you that much faster. Yes, we homeschool year-round too, Book Girl. So we do finish curriculum at different times. I'm glad that you love lives. I am loving it. I'm glad that I have someone here to chat with me. So this is great. All right. Do you have any questions at all related to this before we hop off, and then we can jump back on and do a side-by-side comparison? Because I've got the old version here with me, and I really want to take a look at the two of them. Oh, I'm excited that I was able to do this whole course in less than 20 minutes because the last one was a little bit longer. All right, well, thank you so much for being here. Please give it a thumbs up if it's helpful for you guys. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions, and I will be back on in just a few with the two side by side. I suck the website all the time too. That's where I get most of the answers for my questions. All right, I'll see you over there.